Amber Stolberger here, and I'm going to try to describe a theory within gendered sociology, which is referred to as intersectionality. It's pretty basic, so I'm just going to start with an example to give you for the entire idea as to what intersectionality is. So, intersectionality is where gender crosses over with class as well as race. Gender being male or female, whatever a certain person identifies with. Class being your social status, so whether you're upper class, middle class, lower class, or anywhere in between. And then race, of course. There's a lot of different races that we give credit to or recognize, I guess is a better way to put it. Indian, Spanish, South African, African American, American, European, not European, but British, whatever. So, so intersectionality being where these three things cross means that between class, gender, and race, you are dealt certain cards within your life. So, the first example I was going to use is myself. I am a white woman, maybe upper, lower class, and that's it. So, female gender, and I do identify with the female gender, upper, lower class, so just not quite in middle class, but not completely dirt poor. And then I'm white. I've got a little Native American background, but I'm mostly German and Irish. So the way I can best express how these things have characterized my life is through where I live, which is in America. And so that has a big impact because in America, we typically give more credit to those with light skin and upper and middle class. Certainly not as much credit to females as we do males. So the way that it has shaped my life is I've had certain opportunities dealt to me, so I don't have to worry about people sizing me up by my race, because the majority of people giving jobs or opportunities are also white, or have no issues giving opportunities to white people over any other race in this country, as unfair as that is. But however, I am a female and I am in a lower class. So lower class means that I have not had opportunities to certain educations just because can't afford them. And being female means that if I were to go for an interview and a white male of upper class were to go for the same interview, he would probably get the job over me, because for whatever reason we have decided as a society for quite a few years now that males deserve the more prestigious occupations and opportunities than females do. So if this is kind of hard to understand, because there's not a whole lot of diversity within my intersectionality, another example for me would be my friend Sade. Sade is an African American woman. She's also bisexual, and sometimes sexuality, age, these things can come into play. But so what all is going against her, what's primarily looked at by sociologists, is the class, race, and gender. And she's also maybe upper, lower class. Actually, I feel like she might have worked her way into middle class, but we'll say that she's lower class for right now, just for this example, as she was when I met her. And Sade is going in for the same job interview that I am. Say it's to be, let's say it's as simple as something like a hostess at a high-class restaurant in Southern America. Well, more than likely I would get that job, because though there's it's not what it was so many years ago, but specifically racism affects this a lot, because for whatever reason some people see it that a white person should hold a job over a black person, which is horrifying, but it is what we live in, and hopefully what a lot of us will soon be fighting against. But as well as, like, we're both lower class, and we're both females, and that doesn't seem to have as much to do with it as race. So where these paths cross each other is how it affects your life, and how people judge you, which is also quite ridiculous, considering that these categories are completely out of our control. Like, I wasn't in the womb possessing my mom to sleep with another white male of lower class so that I could be a female. I definitely didn't choose my gender, so I could be a lower class white female. So it's pretty absurd that we judge people based on this intersectionality, but it is a very real thing, and it is a social construct that everyone is faced with, whether it privileges them or debilitates them in their lifetime. Thanks.